talent management that is called placement. But talent management is more than placement. Talent management involves bridging a gap between your studies and the world out there, the jobs and your study. You understand? When you are studying, your ultimate goal and intention is that whatever you are studying should be able to earn you a certain kind of livelihood. It can be something that you create for yourself as employment, or it can be a job that you acquire. So when we are doing talent management in Refactory, we are simply helping you to transition from studies to the workspaces out there. I want to be as slow as possible so that everyone is understanding me. Yeah? And I think up to this point, we are together, right? Okay, that's very good. So, like you see on the board already, talent management at Refactory Academy, this department exists to bridge the gap between Africa's talented tech graduates and employers seeking skilled professionals. We don't only skill talent, tech talent for Uganda. Tech talent is skilled for global use. And Refactory does not only seek to place you in Uganda, we seek to place every talent that has passed through our hands globally. That means each one of you that is seated here, if you enrolled for this program, you share equal opportunities with anyone else. And I'm speaking about all sides, okay? Yeah, what do you call it? The PWDs and those that, I should say call them? The refugees, yes, and all other participants that walk through Refactory. I'm trying to stress a point of inclusivity. We are inclusive in all areas. So when we talk about the aspect of talent management, what should come into your mind is work readiness. Work readiness is the umbrella under which everything we do falls. There are 3 categories that we give attention to. I don't know who's responsible for the slides, kindly. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, this is great. Okay, yeah. Let's look at that last part. What do we offer? 4 sections, but I want to bring them down to 3, and then probably we can understand what those 4 are. So the first part is the career development. Career development, in simple terms, is pointing you, the participant that has walked through Refactory, to that ultimate destination of what you want to finally be. Because when you join, you have a point at which you join any level. When you are studying, you have that, should I call it the foundation? But that's not the end of it, okay? For those who have been privileged enough to have a certain other kind of skill, maybe it's a diploma, or maybe it's a degree or a certificate. I'm sure some of you are in that category. When you get a certificate, I don't think you can be contented at that certificate. You probably want something more than that, you understand? But sometimes if you're not guided, you might actually end up at that certificate, you see. So, in the career development journey that we have with you, we help you see the bigger picture. Now is 1 year, now is 1 month, but what do you want to be 5 years from now? You see. So we work with you and understand you and see what your dream is, what is your vision, and guide you so that you are able to achieve that vision when that time comes. So that is career development in simple terms. And I said I want to be as simple as possible so that even the one who doesn't understand can pick what I'm saying. Okay? And when we are contented with the career development that we have done with you, we also have another part that we give attention to, and that is mentorship and coaching. Now, when we talk about mentorship, in Refactory, it means attaching you to someone who is an expert in that field that you have chosen to take on. If you have chosen to do a certificate in software engineering, there are people who have been there before you. We know people who are experts in those fields. Now, Refactory is privileged to be able to get in touch with these people, find you who is doing that course, because that person knows more. They know the challenges that are there. They know the good things. They know how you can juggle and make it work for you because they have made it and they have succeeded there. Okay? So what we do is we attach you to those kind of people to mentor you, to walk with you in this journey, to make you, to show you that it is possible to make it in this path where you are going. Now, the beautiful thing is many of our mentors are actually also alumni of Refactory. So you see, they have walked the journey in the same virtual classrooms that you will be going through. So they know all this, okay? So that's a very important part because some of these mentors, or let me say 98%, are actually the people who help you to build networks out there, okay? And so attaching you to them in many ways that you will later find out is actually a big advantage. So the third aspect is the graduate placement. Now, we don't, okay, let me start it this way. We place all the talent, all the graduates that pass through Refactory. That is what we are supposed to do. But you have a part to play. Even now, before you register, I need you to have that in your mind. You have a part to play. Placing the graduate that has passed through Refactory simply means we will find that opportunity where it is, and we will connect you with that opportunity. But we will not sit the interviews for you. You will sit them yourself. You get it? We're not going to use technical know-how that, hey, Bambi, this one passed through Refactory, just give them and it comes straight. You understand? There has to be an effort to everything, okay, in life generally. If you want to benefit from something, you put effort in it, okay? So you have a part to play in ensuring that you are successful in acquiring this placement. From the start, even as you join Refactory, you need to be engaging. You need to work for this placement. Because if you say, for example, join Refactory, and we expect you to attend classes 75%, and you've attended 40%, surely even you in your mind, you really feel you've done enough for us to put you there, out there as the face of Refactory. Because remember, you're doing this two-way. You're representing Refactory, but you're also getting a placement. So, of course, when you don't perform because you fail to attend, they will say, the graduates of Refactory. They will not mention your name, you understand? So, it calls for your participation, your collaborations, work with us as we work with you, so that we can have something that is solid. Is that clear up to that point? Are we together? There's a lot of silence. Okay. I hope it's because you're paying attention, right? Okay. So that is placement. So all I can tell you is we guarantee placement in Refactory. We guarantee placement. But we hope and pray that you also get engaged and you also want what we are giving, okay? And placement comes in many different forms, okay? Placement can come as an internship where you get more skills. Placement can also come as voluntary service. Why am I outlining these? I'm outlining them because I know that even as when you enter as an intern, there are many opportunities for you to be retained by the organization that has taken you on. And others can be very lucky, who are very many, and you're going to be one of them, to get a direct placement that pays you already. You see? Yeah. So, and we don't just place you everywhere, by the way. I remember Kara, I think, mentioned something about dignified work. Dignified work is something we take very seriously. Dignified work will take us, when we are breaking down dignified work, we are actually looking at work that gives you the respect that you deserve. You know that workplaces are abusive, right? You go to places and you're actually abused in many different ways. So we look out to see places that will accommodate, places that will be inclusive, places that will pay you what you deserve to be paid, places that will value the kind of work that you are bringing to the table. If you see anything that makes you comfortable in your workplace, it makes you comfortable in your workplace, but it also makes you generally comfortable. A place you will be able to wake up in the morning and desire to go and work, okay? And the most beautiful thing is we don't stop there with you. We also continue with you even after we have placed you for a couple of months. Why? Because placing is not the end of the journey. We have to make sure you are okay. So how do we make sure we are okay if we don't, you're okay if we don't follow you to find feedback? You understand? So we follow you up, we ensure you're okay, you have settled in, probably for the next 3 months, and when you really assure us you are okay where you are, then we give you our blessing. But when opportunities come and they need someone who has more experience, rest assured we look for you and ask you, would you be interested? So we have opportunities, they keep coming. We have a couple of partners and you'll actually see that, I think at the end of the slide. And we are getting more partners. So, yeah. And then finally on that slide, there is employee collaboration. Employee collaboration is simply creating relationships with different employers in your fields. And the reason we do this is because we will not get placements unless we have relationships. For some reason, we have to know what is on the market concerning each and every program that we offer in Refactory. What is changing? What are the current trends? So if we keep in relation with employers, employment partners, and recruiters, we get to get all this information, and it is what guides us and helps us when we are seeking placements. Okay? How do we do it? We prepare you as the graduates. We prepare you. At that point, when you join Refactory, we call you a participant. So we prepare the participant. Okay? So as you are being skilled in those technical skills that you are going to choose, we are also working on the other things about you. How do you write your CV? How do you present yourself? How do you communicate? How do you interact with people? How do you interact with your peers? All the things I'm talking about are in the work readiness. Okay? We teach you how to develop your LinkedIn profiles. I've been hearing Julia talking about social media. These are all avenues where you can get opportunities for work. But if you don't know how to use them, they will not be helpful to you. So these are things that we also pay attention to and ensure that you are fully equipped to face the world out there. But most importantly, we are always available to make sure every question, every fear you have is addressed. Any counseling need you have, we always make ourselves available so that you feel you are cared for. Okay? And that is Refactory for you. So we work with you right from the beginning up to the end. I don't know where the end is, but up to the end. Because I told you we don't just leave you. We continue with you until you tell us, now I've grown enough. You can leave me to go. You understand? But whenever you need help, you can always come back. We are the place where you can always come back to. Okay. Yeah, so we prepare the graduate. That's the work readiness. We do the partnerships with the employers. We place you successfully, and she mentioned the data that we have. Over 90% of those who have been serious in Refactory are placed in employment. She asked you to open the website, Refactory website. If you go back there, you will see a couple of stories about people who have made it through Refactory, and they're up there. Interestingly, some of them may be your employers in the future. So you can see, they've opened doors, you see? And so we also take continuous feedback to ensure that we improve every step of the way to make it better for everyone who passes through Refactory. So, okay, I think I've summarized most of these things. Yeah. And these are all the partners that so far we have. And we have even much more, and we are acquiring more partners. So what we can say is, yours, when you get in, is do your part and allow us to do our part with ease, okay? Let's not go and speak so many words to just get a simple job. You understand? Do your part and let us do ours. You leave us, you when you do your part, just leave us to do ours. You will see how doors will open for you. So I just want to encourage whoever is here and you feel you're able and competent and you feel this is the path I want to take, you're in the right place. And don't leave without doing what Julia will tell you to do. Okay, I think that's the end of my presentation. Yeah. So, any questions? Wow. Okay. That will be good. Okay, she has a question.
Someone has a question?
My question is, yes, okay, this is personal. I am very interested and I'm willing to do my work. However, I got a glimpse of the timetable for the program, and there are times when there are 3 days whereby it clashes with my school program. So, and there is a warning that if you miss very many classes, you will not graduate and all that. Is there any way that you can maybe make the timetable friendlier, or Zoom recording, or you have to request it in a special way via email?
All right. What's your name again? I know you've
Harriet.
applied already. Harriet. What are you doing right now? You're at the university? Which year are you in?
Final year.
Final year. Okay, so this is what I recommend, okay? I know you have the people we want to target for our software engineering programs, which I'm going to talk about. There's one for foundations, okay? But if you want to study the languages, the programs run for 3 months, and the truth be told, they are intense. So when I told you earlier, there's no joking, There's no joking. You have to have self-drive. You have to make time. However, if you are at the university, I encourage you to apply during your semester holidays. And I know usually that's between June to September. There's that window of 3 months. June, I encourage you to take the June intake. If you are a university graduate, there you have time to actually do any of our programs, including the apprenticeship program. So the fact that you have actual class and also this class, you will struggle. So we encourage all our participants, because we also have our paid programs. If you're in the university, make use of the holidays. Make use of the what? Great. Does that answer the question? So Harriet, you may have to write an email to Dorothy and ask to be moved, because we need your time. In the afternoon, you'll be meeting with Mark and Stephen when you need coaching, because it goes deeper, and then you're going to start crying. Madam, Zoom recordings, in our experience, are not as effective. You want, because you're learning an actual skill. It's like tailoring, like you're learning something new, so you need to give it time. Is that okay? Okay, great. Also tell your friends. Yeah. Okay. So, Violet, don't kill me about some of the logos. Yeah. So last but not least, we just want to take you through our programs. Has any of you, how many of us have no experience with software, building software? Who has no experience? No experience. I only know how to use my phone. Okay, now, for participants like that, I'm encouraging you to sign up for this program. This program, which is Foundations in Software Development. This one is our basic program. And what you walk away from with this program is you learn how to build a website. You learn how to do what? It will be your project. You will have to present the website, how you built the code for it, how you came up with the colors you came up with, and we shall be there on a panel. You present to us your website. Okay? So this is the basic. Are we together? So for all those who have put up your hands, okay? Does she have a question? I say a question? Yes, please. Stephen, you can also come up, or Mark, because I'll need your help. Okay. Yes, Mark, please come up.
Thank you so much. My question, let me hope that, sorry?
It's okay.
Are the lessons going to be disability friendly? For example, us who are visually impaired, we use TalkBack. Some documents don't access TalkBack, so I don't know how you're going to make it.
Okay, so ideally what we were thinking about in the beginning, okay, because with software, there's a lot of visual interaction. Okay? There's a lot of visual interaction. You're going to find that you have a client who wants to build for you a website with quite a number of visual elements. Okay? So if someone who is visually impaired and they have the capacity to do so, they can be able to. However, our initial plan was how do we work with persons with disabilities, either physical disabilities or hearing, because then there we think they will be able to be software developers. However, if maybe they are visually impaired and they can support that journey, then it's possible. But right now, because all our classes are online, you'll be working with people remotely 100%. So we're kind of on the wall in terms of that. Yeah. Is that okay? Okay, any other question? Okay, so the basic will be foundations in software development. I think you get to learn what? HTML?
For foundations, you get to learn basic computing, but also under the foundations programs, we have the certificate in software engineering, where you learn the basics in HTML, CSS, Git, so that you can collaborate with our developers. Yeah, and some personal leadership and development skills, what they term as soft skills.
Sorry, those are technical terms that you learn as you go along, okay? Then we have the software engineering with JavaScript. Remember I said JavaScript is a language. You see how there is Ruchiga, Runyarwanda, Luganda. Even with software, they have languages. So JavaScript is a language. Python is a language. JavaScript takes you into the world of web and mobile application, you know, that mobile apps you're using and things like that. And then Python, mark here, takes you into the world of machine learning, data science, AI. Okay? So when you come for this program, you're coming to learn the languages. Okay? You're coming to learn the languages. If you want to advance, which are our advanced programs, that's why I told you earlier, the program you choose will give you a scholarship for that one program or course. Okay? Then we'll be able to find you work. When you want to upgrade, you can come back and have our advanced programs. Okay? Paid programs. Are we together? We are together? Harriet? Yes. Yes, Harriet? Oh, Gloria, sorry.
In your submission, you asked people who have no idea about software, but then maybe, I think I'm not the only one that is familiar with some programming languages like C and C++. So on those three, which one would you advise a person like me to
So
do?
for you can, okay, let him answer actually, since he's the expert here.
That's actually a very good question. For those who don't have any experience, shortcuts, what we call the basics of computing, the best place for you to start would be the foundations in software development, where you do they will do some basic, bring you up to speed in computing before you go into software development. For those of you, like Harriet, who have some experience, because you will come to know that all the languages are similar in some sort of way. Yeah. So if you know C++, you know C# or whatever, you know PHP, you can apply for software engineering with JavaScript or Python, because we assume that you know something. Yeah? You're not starting from scratch. Yeah.
Is that okay? Yes, question? Yes.
Now, in what you answered, especially when Sharaf asked about the visually impaired, it sounded politely that it's like the visually impaired in this program are kind of totally out. But as you came and worked in partnership with Noudu, we know very well that there are very, very intelligent people with visual impairment who very well know software and are very good at technology, especially in computing. Now my request is, don't you think you can engage with some of those people so that they can support we with visual impairment? Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah, let's clap for her. Thank you very much for that. We are beginning this journey, and we are happy to get as much support as possible for persons with disabilities and also refugees. I am going to get in touch with Eunice, and we have a conversation around that. I actually know personally a lady who is visually impaired, and she's a very highly qualified software engineer. She's doing some AI, and she's doing exceptional work. So we already have a form of a partnership with Noudu, so we're going to work with them as we go through this program and ensure that at least we get persons with visual impairment to be part of this program. Thank you for that advice. Great. I didn't get your name though.
Sylvia is my name.
Sylvia. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sylvia. Okay, so we're almost done. These are our advanced programs. These are our advanced programs. So like I told you, it's so important for you to at least know the languages. One of the languages, either JavaScript or Python. There are also other languages. Yes? You look confused. Yes? Yes, you. Okay, advanced. So you remember how Carol talked about Refactory will be doing advanced programs? These are the advanced programs where we have scholarships for the young women, okay? Advanced meaning when you come to do data science and machine learning, you need to have an idea of the Python language. You're not starting from scratch. Oh, sorry, scratch is Erica's word. You're not starting from zero, okay? So you need to have an idea of the Python language. Boss, you're in my frame, bro. Yeah, so this is an example. Then our apprenticeship program, which is 24 weeks, okay? It's like an internship, like I said. You should have been able to know the language. You need to be knowing software engineering, at least any of the languages, because here we are plugging you into work as an intern, and you learn how to build a product or learn how to build a system, okay? Product management may not need the knowledge of the languages, but I think it will be great. Because with product management, you are going to, let's say, if Eureka Place has built a data system for all their customers coming in, you need to know what the software developers around you are doing. Otherwise, they'll be lying to you. Okay? Like, for example, we have an alumni. He's a CEO of one of the... they track car tracking. And he said for the longest time, he had trouble with software developers. So you know what he did? He took 1 year out of his business and came and did Refactory program with us. He did the 3 months and also did the 6 months with apprenticeship. And his business has never been the same again because he's managing products. You get what I mean? So you need to know. It will be great, okay? But you don't have to know the language. You can just come and do product management. But if you're going to manage software developers, you know, for us, we're human beings. We are human. Isn't it? Yes. Then lastly, we have UI UX design. UI UX. UI means user interface, user experience. Let him explain.
Thank you, Julia. Yeah, UI UX is user interface. The user interface is what you see, what you interact with on any system. That's the user interface. So for those who do UI UX design, you don't necessarily have to write code, but you should have an idea of how the interfaces work, the process of software development. So all these programs she's talking about, you can't be green. You have to have some background. Yeah, the programs are like a staircase. Depending on what level you are, you plug in there. If you don't know anything, you start from the first level, which is foundations and the certificate in software engineering. If you are somewhere, like some of you could be, you can then come over this other side. Because you know a language, you can use that same language for product management, yeah? or to manage any language, any product built in that particular language. Yeah? Yeah, I'll give it back to.
Is that helpful? Any questions on the programs? I don't know if there are questions online. I know they wanted me to describe what foundations of software development. We said this is the basics, the basic level of getting into software or software development. Okay, so you learn things like basics of HTML, building a website, yeah. And if you have no experience or you're green, you're very new, would encourage you to start with the foundations of software development. If you have time and you have 3 months of intense learning, you can sign up for this JavaScript or Python for the 3 months because they're still foundational, but you need time. Okay? You need time. You need time and zeal to just be in there. Classes begin from 8 to 1 p.m. online. You only have a break of 1 hour in between the morning. Then in the afternoon, if you haven't understood, you meet Mark and Steven. Okay? And you schedule an appointment with them. You write a what? An email. You remember we talked about email? Email needs to be your best friend. Oh. Yes. So basically, those are the programs that we have, and there are programs we're offering under the 10X program. Remember, we want you to leave this room when you have applied for a course that you want to do. You choose one course, okay? Choose one course. We give you the scholarship. There's a scholarship criteria that we go through for you to get onto the scholarship. So we're not just, we're not just throwing scholarships. We have to vet. Is that okay? Because at the end of the day, like Patricia said, we have to find you work. Okay? Finding you work means I'm putting my arm for you. My brand as Refactory, I'm putting my line, my name for you. Does that make sense? Yes. So when you go through the process, it's very critical. So once you get in, you be serious and you work. Is that okay? Yes. Questions online? Or maybe here, these are alumni we have worked with. This is Afande, he's now a sergeant. I think he was promoted. James Besige, very awesome gentleman. He was with us in 2019. Do you guys know there's a UPF app? Did you know there's a Uganda Police app? Yes? You know there's a Uganda Police app? Okay, if you don't know that there's a Uganda Police app, you go to your Google Play Store. If you have an iPhone, it's not there. But if you have an Android, it's there. And he participated in the development. Okay? And our program was very valuable for him. Yes. Okay, there's a question online. Yvonne? What's the question? Gloria, you can take the mic. Thank you, Gloria.
So the question is from Irengo Kathy, and it says, how can one do software development without computer basic experience? How do you support?
So if you do not have basic computer experience, Angel, please stand up. That lady over there is the communications lead for WITU. Remember Carol talked about WITU? Do you remember? In the morning? She's the one in charge. Okay? So WITU is Women in Technology. They provide the basics. Okay? The basic digital school. You want to come up, Angel? I think come up so you talk about it briefly. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Julia. Hello, everyone. My name is Angel Wanyama from Women in Technology, Uganda. And as Carol was introducing, in this program, we are working as a consortium of 4 different partners. And as we are handling the basic and intermediate. So basic, that includes basic computer skills, how to use a computer, Microsoft Word, Excel, all these things. We offer that. We offer graphics, design. Generally, we are offering the basic skills that you would need. So if you would like to learn all these things, you would come to WITU. We take you through the entire basic process, learn how to use a computer, and then you could come back and you'll be able to do all these other courses with Refactory. The most important thing is first learning how to use the computer. So for all those people that do not know how to use a computer, you can come. This program is still on for 3 years, so don't be worried that you're going to lose the opportunity to study with Refactory. You can come, do the first 3 months. After those 3 months, then you're able to go on and do all these other courses. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yes, Yvonne.
There's another question from Carol Christine, and she says, how about us who have not applied? Shall we be given guidance on how to apply?
Yes, that is actually my next. Thank you for queuing up the last session. Yeah. Yes? Okay, yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mark. Please clap for Mark. Yeah. They are very technical. Some technical things I can't handle, but they are here to support me. All right, so I was telling you about James. That's James. Then we have these 2 young ladies, very exceptional young women. They are young women, just like you, 18 to 35. They began a foundation called the Code Campus Foundation. Code Campus Foundation. They came through our programs and they decided that, you know what, I'm going back to my village to teach other young girls about coding. So some of you may be here. We are talking about dignified work. Some of you have businesses you want to start. Some of you have internet cafes somewhere. We are teaching you. Someone is investing in you. Our expectation also, it will be great for you to go back and also make an impact, where you come from. Don't you think? Wouldn't that be nice? So that's what these 2 ladies are doing. They're teaching young girls, children, about how to teach coding. All these alumni stories are on our LinkedIn page. If you went and followed our LinkedIn page, there are almost 50 stories right now. Very different people from different walks of life. And their lives have been changed just because they made a decision to come and do software engineering with us. Great. This is Joyce. She's a data analyst. This is Mary Joyce. This is Maria. Yes, she's a consultant with UN right now. Just because she's decided to learn the skilling, coding. And we're living in the, I think, 22nd century. So the children you're going to have, this will be a must. Me, I'm a millennial. When I grew up, if I didn't know how to use a computer, I would never get a job. But you people are moving into the world of, if you don't know how to build a website, for example, you may not get work. Yeah? Yeah. All right, so our next intake is in May. May. We are in right now we are in Feb, right? So I want you to go ahead and apply. Okay? Go to our website, refactory.academy/programs. You're going to see courses. Go to our website and apply. For the ones who are going to apply for foundations, apply for the May intake now. You can start now. Don't wait. Because as applications come in, we go through the scholarship vetting process. So when you apply towards the end, someone may be tired, okay? So the earlier you do it, the better. So apply for May, especially for foundations of software development. Then those who want to get into the advanced programs and the languages JavaScript and Python, you sign up for the June intake. Is that okay? If you know your phone can scan this QR code now. Okay? You can scan this QR code now. If you can. Okay, let's get out our phones. Let's try to scan this code. That's also something we are learning. JT, have they brought our lunch coupons? Yes? Okay. Guys, we have lunch. Don't leave this lunch for us. Okay? When you scan this QR code, it's going to take you to our website. Okay? So please apply now for our May intake. Apply now for our May intake. We've already started accepting applications. Is that okay? Harriet, send that email. Yeah. Then we wanted to have a questionnaire. Yvonne, I don't know how we're going to do this. Oh, Hamida, you wanted... I go back? Oh, yeah, it's okay. You can scan. We have a questionnaire that we wanted you guys to go through. It's called the Gender and Inclusion Questionnaire. I guess we'll do it at the end because we also need feedback from you to tell us how did the session go? Were you happy about today's session? What can we do differently? What worked well? What didn't work well? You have managed? Okay, great. So that takes us to our website. This is the questionnaire. Let me give you 5 minutes. Please scan the questionnaire and you go through it. This questionnaire takes around 5 minutes. 5 minutes. It's yes or no. Yes or no. So let me just give you a few minutes as we give out the coupons.
Kindly help us fill this questionnaire. It will help us plan better around barriers to participation. Please answer the questions accurately, such that when you start class, we know what to have improved, we know what support you would need, such that we are not guessing, but we are getting from what you have told us. Thank you. Do it. We came to scan and came to not scan. Yeah, we just step to that. Yes. Okay, so you click there. You, even here, you can just do from there. Just
Have we finished? Okay, I have one more question. Are all of you in the WhatsApp group that Noudu had created? Oh, okay. Because, can we move on? Is it okay? Have we finished? Have we finished? Hello? Not yet, okay. I'll give you another 3 minutes. It's almost 1:30. I wanted us to close out at 1:30. Because I want you to also give us feedback about the session today. At least we got some great feedback from Sylvia. JT, Erica, and Patricia, can you help us move around? In case people can't get the QR code, they can get the link. Please move around the tables. Okay, if your phone can't scan the QR code, Erica, Patricia, and JT are going to share with you the link shortly. Yeah. If it can't scan, they are coming. They're right behind you coming up. JT, you can share the link with Erica and Patricia. Has it worked? No? Let us share with you the link. There is someone online, Namugenyi. Namugenyi, have you received the link? The team online.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I received the link, or let me say we have received it. But now for us who are using TalkBack, it is a little hard. I even tried to tap on that for registration, but the TalkBack would not respond. So I don't know if we can be given chance after the session that maybe the link can be shared on the group. Then we do the registration and those other things, because we've got that as a problem and we don't know how we are going to be helped out.
Okay, Susan Achiro. Susan, please go to JT. Go to JT to give you the link and you share in that WhatsApp group. Because I know you're in the WhatsApp group. Yeah. You on the WhatsApp group as well? Okay. Erica, please share it as well. Susan can also manage the team that's on the WhatsApp group, because this is an important questionnaire. Gender and safeguarding. I wanted us to do the last, we need feedback from you about how this outreach has gone. This is our very first outreach with persons with disabilities. We, of course, will be sharing with you other places that we shall be going. We want to enroll as many young women as possible to learn the digital tools, to get into the digital economy. So if you also know friends who would find value in our courses or programs, please share that information with us. We have the May intake happening. Our programs team is already open and they are ready to accept applications for the May intake. So apply now. Like I told you, the earlier you apply, you give our team more time to be able to look at all the applications that are coming in. Please don't wait for last minute. Please don't wait for the last minute. Yeah. So let me share with you the last QR code. Good? Okay. You have the feedback as well, Erica? Okay. So if you scanned earlier, you can go ahead and also scan this QR code. We are a digital skilling academy, so everything is digital. Please scan that QR code. It's going to take you to a form. It's under 1 minute, just for you to give us feedback about how this session has gone, what has worked well, what hasn't worked well, and what can we do differently in our next engagements. Okay? I'll give you another 5 minutes for that, and then we can close. Sorry, it's 1:30. If you want to join the WhatsApp, there's a WhatsApp group for Noudu. You can reach out to Erica. Erica can add you there. It's for the Noudu. Okay. Have we all received lunch coupons? Have we all received lunch coupons? Yes? Okay. Just one more thing. There are certain forms that you are supposed to finish filling in. There are data consent forms. DJ, first remove your nice music. But thank you. Mr. Senabulia, the music. Okay, so there are data consent forms we had shared with you earlier. Some of you still have them on your tables. Please finish filling them in and sign. It's crucial for us to have you sign those data consent forms because we shall be sharing your data with our consortium partners. We shall also be using it to reach you. We shall be using it for our programming. So we want you to give us a thumbs up that it's okay for us to share with you more information or some people to reach you about more programs. We want you to consent to that if it's okay with you. So you have a choice. Same thing with the photos. We have been taking pictures. Excellent team from Malaika Media. Thank you so much, Emma, and your team. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. So we'll need for you to consent on whether or not we can use your pictures. We usually post these pictures, let's say on social media. We use them for newsletters. All of you are very beautiful young women. So surely, if you want us to use your pictures, sign and let us know that it's okay. If you don't want us to use your pictures, it's also very okay. Let us know. We'll take note of that. Okay? Refactory team, I encourage you to move around the tables. Please help Immaculate. She looks exhausted. Please, Mark, Stephen, let's all stand up, move around the tables. We hope the participants finish filling in the forms. And then we can call it a day. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. I am going to be seated right at that desk out there. In case you have any more questions, I'll be able to receive them. My name? Sylvia, you didn't get my name, oh. My name is Julia Nansuhuga. I'm the communications lead at the Refactory Academy. Yes. Actually, most of you are on WhatsApp. We have a WhatsApp number. Erica and I are the ones who hold that phone. WhatsApp us at, I was going to say any time, but between 8 to 5. But just WhatsApp us. We shall find your message. We shall help you. For those who cannot be able to call, please WhatsApp us. Our numbers are also on our website. So feel free to reach out to us. Other than that, the online team, thank you so much for joining us. I'm really grateful for those who have stayed on for long. My fellow team at the office who have managed to log in, thank you. It's always good to receive support even from afar. Great. Outbox team, Violet, Rama, thank you so much. Gloria, Carol, we are really grateful for your presence here. All right. Other than that, Yusuf and your team, the captioners, thank you so much. I hope the captioners and sign language interpreters have helped you through this session. Give us feedback about them as well, okay, so that we know how to improve next time as well. All right. Thank you. I sign out now.